Another great podcast by Mr. Clapp, and the one thing that I learned was the 5 skills that are required in us, not only in a remote interview, but these can also be applied in real life. And the first one is maturity and reliability. You need to make sure that you are mature enough to do the job, but also reliable enough to do the job, and make sure that you are available at all times, and make sure that the company can rely on you to do the job that is needed for the company to be successful and continue on. The second one is communication. You need to make sure that you talk to not only your bosses but your employers and the customers, because that's the way you get sales, is to by communicating to everyone and making sure that everything is okay and making sure that everything is right on point. The third thing is independence, and you need to make sure that you don't ask questions all the time, like every single time. You need to make sure that you are able to do things on your own and not always asking questions, and because that could take time out of someone else's day, and they might get lost in their work, and that can cause certain things to slow down the company. So you need to make sure that you're able to do things on your own at times. And the fourth thing is initiative, and you need to be able to take charge and make sure that things are running and making sure that everything's under control, because every company wants a person that can take charge and take lead and make sure that everything is on point. And the last thing is cross-function collaboration, and this is also important because you need to make sure that you have reliable internet, reliable resources online in case something happens. Or you need to make sure that you can work in groups, because not every single job is by yourself, one-on-one. There are jobs that requires you to work in a team, and teamwork in your job is very important. So I think that's the one thing that I took away from the most in terms of the podcast, is those 5 qualities that are needed in a remote interview. And I totally agree with them, because if you have those 5 things, you will be the absolute perfect candidate to get any job, not only in remote, but in person as well.